All right. We are back. So I am here live with Dr. Diane Fabu Jackson. And when I say master teacher, I'm saying this is an educator, consultant, has a heart for education, a lifelong learner, has dedicated many years inside the educational system, helping young people to achieve not just their dreams, but really educate in the whole self. And she's now a guided meditation practitioner. She has her own CD.
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Dr. Diane Fabu Jackson. If you go to her page, you can get more information on her services. And we are so excited to have her on next weekend. So, for the 3-day retreat for empathic mission based businesses, we're going to take you someplace else. And we're going to start first with a grounding and a healing. So, as part of our trio, we have guided meditation led by Dr. Diane Fabu Jackson. We have sound therapy, and we also have Reiki for all of our participants. And we just feel that I feel that this is super important because we've got to heal first and clear before we can add anything new. And we
Yes.
have been through uh, quite the year and a half it has been. And I know for those of you who are highly sensitive, empathic on the planet, you have really felt it. So, with that, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Diane Fabulous to tell us, share with us, one, I mean, we hear so much about mindfulness. We say mindfulness practice, being mindful, getting present. And meditation is one of those tools that can help get you there. If you could share some of the benefits of meditation, incorporating that into one spiritual practice.
Yes. I started meditating in the early 70s. I was a part of the Shrines of the Black Madonna Church that invited us to explore what they called the science of Kua. And the science of Kua was more of an Egyptian Kemet system where you learned how to meditate and move your body and become aware of who you are within that cosmology. And so I learned how to do meditation there and to work with young people with doing medication. Later in the 80s, I became aware of Deepak Chopra, and I was fascinated by his words, his knowledge, his information, as well as his deep appreciation for meditation. And he influenced me a lot in that way. Church of Today brought him in during that time. And we spent time just listening to him and being a part of the meditation process. So I wanted more. So he held seminars, weekend seminars called Seduction of the Spirit.
Hmm.
And you attended a weekend seminar where you were immersed in meditation the entire time. And so that was the the trigger for me to go deeper with it. And then I became aware of Agape, Reverend Michael Bedwick. And he talked about the system of meditation and the power of it to go within to find your still point, to go within to find the divinity that's within you. And so I decided to make it a regular part of my practice. And it became very important for me, especially when I experience difficulty. I'm an educator. And so working in the school system, working with children as well as adults, required a lot of presence. I needed to be totally present in that venue. And a way to do that was to go within to find out who I was. So meditation provides an opportunity for you to explore you because the divinity of you is inside of you. Meditation is not prayer. When you're praying, you're asking for something. Meditation is when you go within to listen. So you're listening to the divine spirit that's in you to come forward to help to guide you. And I call it finding your still point. You go within to find the silence. That's interesting where you say you find silence in the stillness, but it's actually an active process. And so I had to learn how to do it for me before and experience the benefits of it before I could teach it or to facilitate it for others because I call myself a facilitator of meditation. So my goal is to assist you in going within to find the still point for yourself. And so I start out with a guided process. I guide you through meditation. I invite you to use your imagination because the brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So you can imagine these things in you. And then I invite you to be in the silence. So the guided process guides you into it. And then the silence offers an invitation for you to listen.
Mm. Ooh, that's so rich. That is so good because we're just so often inundated with just so many messages and chatter, all over and learning how to get still. And I love that now the educational system has the benchmarks for social emotional development.
Yes,
And
yes,
everything that you're mentioning is so important. And the way you find out about who you are is if you can get still enough and go within. And I just
yes,
love everything that you said. And I'm curious too, Dr. Fabu, especially for a person who is an empathic person, highly sensitive, um, that is susceptible to the energies around them. How can meditation be used? And what forms of meditation would you recommend one use?
yes. It's a great question because the other day I experienced tremendous anxiety. I don't experience anxiety. I don't have anxiety. So an intuitive friend of mine said, you just picked up on the energies of 30 billion people who are experiencing uh, high level anxiety. And so what I decided to do was to go into the silence. I went outside so that I could commune with the trees and the flowers and the grass. And I became very still. Now, I've practiced several types of meditation, but for me, and what Dr. Michael Beckwith espouses is the best type of meditation is to go within and find your breath.
Mm,
So I don't practice any tech specific type of meditation. The most powerful meditation is to find a comfortable place, close your eyes, become aware of your inhalation and your exhalation. And you stay with that for a moment. Thoughts will come and thoughts will go. You allow them to float in and out as you seek your inner knowing. And after a while, you begin to feel this great stillness. And while you in that moment of stillness, you find tremendous peace. What I found over the years when I tried to practice a specific type, I began to intellectualize it. Was I doing it correctly? Is the right way to do it? Deepak recommended doing mantras, which I love, and when I do the guided meditation, I offer that as a way of being. So you might say Om or Peace, be still. But those are entry points. The mantra is like an entry point to help you to get to the stillness. The most powerful part of meditation is to find the stillness so that the divine spirit within you can awaken in you and allow you to feel refreshed, allow you to feel grounded. So after I went outside and sat and meditated, and I think I meditated for about an hour, but it felt like 5 minutes. When I opened my eyes, I felt like I was in a different dimension
Mhm.
because the part within me that needed that stillness was calling me. So meditation is really like a calling to you to come to your peace. Come to your peace. Now, it's great to study different types to find the one that works for you. What I share with beginners is to find your silence because it's so hard for people to sit still. Like one of my daughters, she can't sit for 5 minutes. She says, "Mom, create a CD for me that's 5 minutes long," right? So it's a process of learning how to be still. And for some, I suggest set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes to see how quickly the time goes by and how much fun it can be to be still.
Oh, that is so good because again, I know you know this. There's just so much in our collective right now that is causing so much flux and angst and getting still. And I love that you talked about the faculty of imagination. I don't think we talk too much and give a whole lot of credit to the power
Yes,
of imagination. And
yes,
that's something that no one can take from you. No one
yes,
can take your imagination away from you, and there's no limit. It's limitless. Your
yes.
imagination is limitless.
And it opened doors. When I do guided meditation, I invite you through an experience, right? And this experience that's a part of your imagination allows you to see something that you may not think you can see.
Mm.
Like I might take you into a garden where you experience the rainbow and the rainbow engulfs you. And then you
Mm.
begin to feel the power of one of the colors. Some people can see it, but some people imagine that they see it. But the benefit of it is great either way because what you're doing is you're opening your consciousness. Because that's what you're trying to do in meditation is to go to what I call the upper room, the expanded consciousness. And empaths need that so much because we're so tuned in. Once we learn how to expand our consciousness to a higher level, we don't have to go and sit anywhere to be in meditation. You become the meditation. In the moment,
Mm.
you are the meditation. You're in the world, but you're not of it. You can find your peace immediately. A car swipes you,
Mm.
you stop, and you become still because now you know how to do it. You know what it feels like to have peace in you. See, we don't know what it feels like to be in peace because we are in chaos most of the time with the news, the negativity, the low vibratory energy that's on the planet right now. Empath, we are needed. Our light is needed right now. Who we are is needed to change the frequency on the planet. So we can't be afraid. We have to have the tools that we know how, that we garner, like with Reiki and massage and meditation, being with people who support your energetic development,
Mhm.
being around people who want to share positive issues so that we can be present
Being around.
for others, so that we can be totally present for others.
Mm. Mm. That's the power right there, and I think that that's the awareness that we want to invite empaths to come into, especially those who are empathic business owners, that you're not just a business, you're a mission. You're really a ministry on the planet right now,
Yes,
and this is a gift that you can give to yourself so that your consciousness expands and that you can
yes,
deepen the capacity, right, for what you can give, but we can't give
yes.
from empty cups.
Oh, I love that. To deeper your capacity to give. And that's what we're
Yeah,
here to do,
that's right.
to be representatives of the divine spirit. because we were chosen to
Come
be
on.
here at this time in this space to be
That's
the
right.
light. We were chosen. Chosen meaning divine presence had a divine urge, and you popped up, you know. And I remember when I first heard that, I just wept. I said, "Oh, I I'm the representative of the light." And so the more we do
That's right.
to build that capacity so that we can serve in a greater way is one of the intentions of being a meditator, to
Mm,
find our inner peace so that we can
that's right.
serve, to build our capacity so that we know who we are,
Mm,
and to stand in the midst of the divine presence so that we can serve. And we serve in many ways, different professions, everything that we do. But when we are tapped in, we serve from the energy field, the high vibration. We're not serving from anything other than that. And it gives us energy. But you have to go in to get the fuel. It's like stopping at the gas station. To fuel your car, you have to go within and tap into the divine energy so that you get what you need to be powerful.
ooh, Dr. Diane Fabu. Ooh, that's a whole word right there. And if you heard anything here that resonates with your spirit, because I know as an empath, that's what you speak. You speak energy and you understand vibration, you understand emotion. We are inviting you to join us next Friday, where Dr. Diane Fabu will be leading us in guided meditation. We also have sound healing as well. And we also have Reiki available before we even start the retreat. We want to ground and center you first.
Yes.
Yeah, we want to
Yes.
ground and center you first and foremost so that you can get the benefits of the other 2 days of the retreat where we're going to get deeper into our purpose, go through the empathic archetypes. We're going to do some mindset work as well as soulful outreach, personal storytelling so that you are speaking authentically about who you are so that you can speak about your business with confidence. And we have a member of the Chichimeca Nation in Mexico. She is a
Ooh,
dream planter. Oh, yes, yes. So she works with the subconscious, and her people have been doing this for generations, um, using dreams to plant the reality.
ooh, I like that.
Ooh, hmm. And that's some good. That's some good stuff.
Oh, that's some good stuff.
that's, that's some, yeah, that's some good stuff. So we're just inviting you to sup with us. This is for female identified business owners who are empaths who want to make a big impact here on the planet because the number is up. We want to see a change in the world. It's for you and me to answer the call. It's the individual, but how powerful a group of fortified, grounded, rooted in spirit, rooted in peace. That's the ultimate. That's the power right there. So we're just
Yes.
inviting you to sup with that and sup with us. Really, it's really a communion, is what I'm calling it. It's more than a retreat. It's a communion. You're coming into you.
Yes.
So we're
Yes.
gonna up level that vibration, that frequency here on the planet.
Oh, yes.
Oh
Oh,
yes,
yes.
because we said that.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
we said
and I'm
yes.
ex- and I'm excited to be a part of that of the retreat. It's going to be a very powerful retreat, and so want to be a part of it.
Yes, well, we are so happy to have you. And Dr. Diane Fabu will be with us this time next Friday. We will be in the container. So space is limited. So make sure you get your tickets because we want to keep the space sacred. We want to keep it small so that the intimacy can be developed. But I know, look, Jesus had 12, so we don't need a big number. But we know even in a small group, that one flame, the light from one flame can illuminate many things. And so we're just
Yes,
inviting you to be there to join us. So, Dr. Diane Fabu Jackson, thank you for joining us and giving
it
us your
was
wisdom.
my pleasure. My pleasure.
Love you. and I'll see you next Friday.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I will see you
Okay.
soon.
Bye bye.
Bye for now.